Coming up on Pick 6, the Panthers look to shake off an embarrassing loss as they go to face the Falcons in an NFC South Division matchup. The 49ers are looking to capitalize against the struggling New York Jets, and the Bears are looking to win back-to-back as they roll into Dallas to take on the Cowboys and that number one ranked defense. Want to know the picks? Tune in to find out.
Man, it's hot in here. Welcome to Pick 6, a subsidiary of the Collegian, the official newspaper of Houston Baptist University. On my right, the assistant sports editor, Richard Cano. On my left, the veritable sports editor, Chris James. And now, it's time for the meaty, meticulous marrow. We're gonna get into some games. Alright, guys? Minnesota Vikings versus the Detroit Lions. What do you have to say, Rick?
I'm going to go with Minnesota on this one. They completely shocked the NFL world when they beat the San Francisco 49ers at home. Detroit really hasn't been themselves recently. I think this Madden curse has found itself upon them. I see Minnesota coming in. They're going to win their first NFC North matchup in a while. I'm going to have Minnesota winning at Detroit.
Looks like the Lions are going to get a little bit of Lincolnberry jam on the gridiron. Chris, what do you have to say?
I have the Detroit Lions winning this one. Yes, they have that. Minnesota hasn't beaten an NFC North team in 11 straight games. Their defense hasn't been that good, but the Madden curse, Megatron's still out there playing. I mean, that doesn't really go towards the Madden curse. So they're going to beat them at home at Ford Field, and I say probably like 10 points. I mean, if AP has a good game, maybe, but Detroit's got this one.
But I'm saying, Detroit's 1-2. Minnesota's 2-1. How do you not?
And yeah, Minnesota will be 2-2, and they'll both be the same.
Okay,
Tied for the NFC.
Okay.
What do you guys play? Sudoku? Bringing numbers here? It's football, all right? Carolina Panthers versus the Atlanta Falcons. Chris, what do you have to say?
I know I'm going for Carolina on this one. Cam Newton came off of a bad loss for New York. It is away, and it's going to be a tough game in Georgia Dome, but Cam Newton's going to beat that Atlanta defense. I know Matt Ryan's doing really well, but I think Carolina can stop him.
What do you say?
No way. It's in Atlanta. Peyton had that disastrous game against the Falcons. Our editor, Katie Brown, not like that very much. This is the Atlanta Falcons in the Georgia Dome. They're 3-0 against Carolina, coming off that horrible loss to the Giants. I don't think Cam Newton's going to get anything done, and I don't even see this defense stopping Roddy White and Tony Gonzalez.
It wasn't a disastrous loss for Peyton. He almost came back and won it at the end. So, I mean, it wasn't like that big of a win. And I think with the way that Cam Newton can run the ball and throw, they're going to beat him.
Not in the Georgia Dome. If it was in Carolina, I would give you that shot, but this is in the Georgia Dome. You can't mess with Atlanta in the Georgia Dome.
Let me tell you guys, all right? I can run and I can throw. And it doesn't matter where I am. I still suck. All right? San Francisco versus the New York Jets. Chris.
I got the Jets winning this at home. It's at MetLife Stadium. We got Bart Scott, and I know Darrelle Revis is out. Rogers Cromartie will pick that up. And then we're going to see Tim Tebow with the Wildcats.
Tebow!
And that's my pick.
I've actually got the San Francisco 49ers with the upset at the Jets. The Niners are coming off that loss from the Vikings, but the Vikings actually showed a more formidable team than the Jets right now with their struggle. I think if they put Tebow in, they'll actually have a shot. But other than that, I see the Niners coming in and winning in New York.
Gonna bring home the gold. All right. New Orleans Saints versus the Green Bay Packers. Jambalaya or Wisconsin cheese? What do you have to say?
I'm going to go with the cheddar on this one. I got the Green Bay Packers winning this. We can sit here and talk for hours about that touchdownception that happened on the Monday night game with Seattle. The Packers were robbed. That's my opinion. They're going to bounce back. They're up against the Saints who are 0-3. And I just don't see them winning in Green Bay. Lambeau Field is one of the toughest stadiums to play at. And New Orleans, maybe they can get it together, just not this game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Green Bay Packers on this one. New Orleans is 0-3. They're not the same team without Sean Payton under the helm. And yeah, it is Lambeau. It's one of the toughest places to play. I agree with you on that one.
The frozen tundra.
Is it like the crabgrass on the field or what?
It's the same stadium they've had since their inception as a team. Same field, history. The Ice Bowl.
Renovation people. Jeez. New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Rick.
Breaks my heart to say this, but the New York Giants will win. These are the former Super Bowl champions coming off of that pretty much rundown of Carolina. Philadelphia Eagles, something's wrong with Vic. They got to fix that quarterback situation, and I think this dream team is going down to the former Super Bowl champs.
Looks like they have no dog in the hunt. Chris,
I agree with them. New York Giants are going to win this. Philadelphia, Michael Vick hasn't been installed. There's also been rumors about their rookie quarterback coming up and maybe starting. I think this could be his last chance. If he turns over the ball the way he has in the past few games, we might see a rookie quarterback in Philadelphia. But the Giants are going to win this in Philadelphia for sure.
last game, Chicago Bears versus the Dallas Cowboys. Nature or the Wild Wild West?
I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys on this. This last game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was a shaky one for the offense, but this Dallas defense is now #1 in the NFL, and I see them coming in. This offensive line for Chicago was just as bad as Dallas's. Jay Cutler's got no protection whatsoever, and with this secondary, Matt Forte and all this, I think that the Dallas defense will shut it down. It's going to be a defensive game, of course, but I see Dallas winning. I think Romo has knocked some sense into these offensive linemen, and I see them winning on Monday night in Dallas.
Chris.
I got Chicago's Bears winning this one. They're going to go into Dallas Stadium, or Texas Stadium.
Cowboys Stadium.
And they're going to beat them at their home because, it is going to be a defensive game, but I think Jay Cutler is better under pressure than Romo. He has better weapons as a wide receiver. I mean, Miles Austin is good. Bryant needs to show up some more and not fumble the ball on special teams. And I think the Bears are going to win this one. I'm going to say like 10, 15 points maybe.
But Chris.
It might be a safety going on.
But Chris, Bears can't read or write. How do they win a football game?
They're just going to eat. They're just going to kill. What are the Cowboys going to do?
Shoot him down. That's what they're
Survival
going to
of
do.
the fittest.
And if you want something, no, Felix Jones is the one who fumbled, not Des Bryant.
And now it's time for the quick picks. Just gonna roll through this like sushi, guys. All right? New England versus Buffalo. Chris.
I got New England winning this, even though they're going to Buffalo. New England's just too good.
Rick.
I got New England. Belichick's going to bounce back from that thing in Baltimore. They're going to take over Buffalo.
Tennessee versus Houston. Rick.
I'm going to go with the Texans on this one. This rivalry is too intense for Tennessee to handle.
Chris.
My Houston Texans are going to win this game. It's a rivalry, but we'll win it by a good 21 points.
San Diego versus Kansas City. Chris.
I got Kansas City in this game. It's at home. They looked good last week, and Jamal Charles really had a good running game, so I think they're going to beat San Diego at home.
Rick.
I'm going to go with San Diego on this one, pulling the upset at home. They went up against the Falcons last week, which is a tough team for anybody. Kansas City is not as tough as them. I see Phillip Rivers taking over.
Seattle versus St. Louis. Chris.
I got Seattle winning this one. St. Louis just hasn't looked very good in the past couple years, so Seattle has this one.
A little more makeup. Rick.
I'm going to go with Seattle. They are actually, like Cleveland, surprising me more and more each week, and I see them probably winning the NFC West.
Miami versus Arizona.
I got Arizona on this one.
I got Arizona on this one. Their defense is too good.
Oakland versus Denver. Chris.
I got Denver. This is at home. Peyton's going to beat Oakland.
Rick.
Peyton, I got to win on this one. You better prove me right.
Cincinnati versus Jacksonville. Chris.
I got Cincinnati on this one. They look pretty good, and Jacksonville hasn't been that consistent.
Rick.
Same for me. Cincinnati's going to take it.
Washington versus Tampa Bay. Rick.
Breaks my heart, but once again, I'm going for the Redskins against Tampa Bay.
Chris.
I got Washington on this. RG3 is going to make me look good again.
Conceited. And there you have it, people. Pick six, quick picks, anything else you want. Well, we don't have that. We're not Walmart. Thank you for watching. Check us out on YouTube. Check out HBU Collegian. Get in the game.
Can you learn your stadium names, please?
What is it? What?
Cowboy Stadium. Yeah, most
with the
beautiful
hole
stadium.
in it. And the little
God wants to watch his
roof,
favorite
the
team
little
play.
roof. Come on, man.
Okay, please. Yeah, we'll remember that when y'all have a
Professionalism!